All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's yet another exciting episode of the biggest podcast show in the city of Port Harcourt. And of course, you know how we do it on this show. Right here, we have the season 2 of Gist City Podcast. Can we give a round of applause for that? Season 1 is over, and we have just begun the first episode of the season 2 in Gist City Podcast.
And the reviews were so good.
Oh, massive.
Very impressive.
Shout out to all our fans, shout out to all our followers, shout out to all our sponsors. And of course, on this season 2, we are happy to introduce to you our newest sponsor. We have PIML, Pipeline Infrastructure Nigeria Limited. Thank you for sponsoring Gist City. Thank you so much.
You guys
Pipeline Infrastructure Nigeria Limited, they're into construction, they're into repairs and maintenance, and most importantly, their biggest service, I think, is the surveillance and security. They are in charge of protecting our Nigerian pipeline in Rivers, Bayelsa, Imo, and Abia State. All right, so Pipeline got you covered. Please don't steal our oil. Once again, a round of applause for Pipeline Infrastructure Nigeria Limited. Thank you. And we're talking about how, Geba, can you help me on that, please?
We're talking about AI. How AI has affected.
How AI has negatively affected negative. What?
You don't hear you.
Has affected.
How AI has taken over jobs from people.
Okay, how AI has taken over jobs from people, especially these are young generation jobs. Putting in mind that jobs is like job creation or to get a job as a youth, or to get a job as a human. Ordinary is difficult. Now AI has come to mess everything up, right? At this junction, I would want to pass it on to. Oh, sorry, my bad. Apologies, please. I forgot to introduce. Mary Geba! Welcome to season 2.
I miss you guys.
And of course, we have our biggie Mantora. I don't think good event. I
don't even slim down. So.
Mantor! We shout out for Mantos.
Hey.
Take shop. Sharp. Alright. We welcome you all. We welcome people behind the stage. We welcome the camera crew.
Yeah.
We welcome our guests. We welcome our audience. Everybody to the season 2 of the biggest podcast show in Rivers State, in Nigeria Delta, Gist City Podcast, right?
Yeah,
Alright, so today, as Geba has said, we are talking about AI, the negative effect of AI, most importantly, job creation and all of that, right?
Yes, let me take it out of your mouth a little. Recently, the recent AI is ChatGPT, and it's been trending now. It's making life easy for a whole lot of people. I saw one cry out from Sam Altman. He said, saying please and thank you to ChatGPT is costing OpenAI millions. Nigeria now we cough. AI, please. What is the condition behind this cough? So, please, because it was not our business. You're the one that brought it. But then, looking at it in a very serious perspective, like you said from the beginning, it's very difficult for humans to find jobs in Nigeria. Now, bringing AI into existence.
Now let's relate what is happening or our conversation to
recent happenings.
Jobs like
yes. Okay, let's say in my field now.
Okay, but I actually want to say first of all, what is AI?
Artificial intelligence.
Okay, and is AI really negative? Is it really negative in the society?
For me, it's a 50-50.
It's not really negative because I feel like AI actually is there to actually help us to advance. Do you understand? Instead of going to like read books in the libraries, you can actually just carry your phone and then ask AI.
You're being lazy, you mean? Research. You don't want to do research.
You know that actually. I'm not even accepting the fact that AI
has come.
Yes, I'm not even accepting the fact that AI is very bad for society. AI is not bad for society. I think everybody needs to have an AI. Do you understand? Actually reading. See, you know that AI, what AI does is that, see, when you're with your book, when you're actually reading your book, you're actually limited. Do you understand? To the things that are inside your book. But when you have AI, you can actually ask. Do you understand? You have access to a large network of knowledge. Do Do you understand? I just feel that AI.
But then there's a negativity attached to it. Well, you say you don't agree. Let me hear what you say. Why you say you don't agree?
The thing is that, right? AI has come to stay. We're happy that AI has come to stay. Now let's take a look at. I was a graphic designer. I've stopped doing graphics long time ago, but I still have the knowledge on me, right? And as a graphic designer, I remember my first job was 560K. And that was what I used to start in my first company and all of that. And it took me a long, like it was a big one for me as of then, right? It was a big one. As a young guy coming up, I'm out of school, I do graphics, I design for politicians, design for random people, and I was able to get a job for that amount, even in today's world. Come on, no matter about the 560K, if you get and bring them more, you understand. So even in today's world, we still find it difficult to get a job of such an amount of money, right? And I was able to do that. But then I believe that there are some things that people would not want to go to graphic designers to do again because of the existence of the
and that's the limitation
of AI, right?
Yeah,
now,
that's true.
the thing is that for me, I feel like in my church, I was seated one day and one of my coordinator requested for an AI image, a graphic designer, and he himself, he has an AI version of the graphic designing, Corel graphic designing in his system. So I feel like whatever thing you're doing, you need to upgrade to the newest trend, right? And there's this company I run, just because we want to stay afloat, we want to stay in the newest trend. We're having a meeting and we felt like, what are we lacking behind? And we looked at, this particular thing, we don't have this department, and we had to bring this department into the field. Now let's talk about videography now, video editing right now. Nobody does 100 hours video again. It's just 1 minute that is on
yes.
Reels that 1 minute. We've gone past the stage where someone will sit down and start watching
for so long.
It's just everybody. You know what? This is the Gen Z generation. They don't get time.
Impatient.
Also, with the advancement of AI, it's not so good for individuals to writing of people's hard work. But I say this small thing, AI will go feed them. That kind of thing.
You see, thank you. Talking about people's hard work. Let me use my profession as a perfect example. Recently, I was on Facebook and there's one lady called Barrister Tekena.
Yeah.
She was having this rant on social. I won't say a rant. She just gave a write-up saying that, people are excited that you don't need the services of a lawyer anymore to write contract agreements, to draft certain constitution, that AI is there for you. And then there were proofs of ChatGPT preparing documents. Yes, but there are limitations to these things. There are limitations to this. By the time these things will write a clause that you don't understand, you need the services of a lawyer. So for me, it's reducing.
Do you feel you need the services of a lawyer to review? And also there are certain clauses that will come up that is not in line with our current constitution. It's going to be a problem. You're just putting what is in AI and you're not giving it, or you're just putting it, and then when you bring it out, and then at the point there's time for litigation, what the law says and what your documents say are in conflict, it becomes a problem. So whether
I like it or not, you still need the services of a lawyer.
This is Nigeria, this is Africa, right? I feel even in the AI version of whatever thing that is trending in the world, I feel we are behind, allegedly. Nobody can say we're not behind.
Allegedly, please.
I feel we're behind. However, the fact that we're behind doesn't mean we're not in the trend, right? How many of our jobs has AI taken away from us?
I can mention a few.
I know one. I have this friend that was doing data analytics. She said that the company said that they went to go and buy an AI, like they paid for this AI to be helping them run their data analytics. So they no longer need
our services.
So
what's the essence of going to school and study
data analysis? So a course that you actually take 6 months to study, 6 months. They're writing off, saying that AI has replaced it, that AI is actually going to actually keep to date, is going to give you accuracy in the work. So it's one of the negativities.
This issue of artificial intelligence, it has its blessing and it's a curse to us humans in this world, because hard work is no more valued. That's for me. That's one thing. Hard work is no more valued. Your years of practice, your years of going to school. Usually, human beings revolve.
Let me come in here. We've gone past the stage where your son will come out, and then you would even advise your son to go learn doctor, to go learn lawyer, to go learn. For me, I hate those courses.
I said that
and I'm like, why would I give birth to a child and tell the child, please, I want you to be a petrochemical engineer, when we have courses like graphic design, go to school and learn graphic
software
engineering.
These are the things that
go to school and learn maybe coding.
You know that it's not
AI now. I'm sure AI now can do coding.
Why can't you go to school to learn how to develop AI app? I've seen of a 4-year-old boy.
That's a valid one.
What he's concerned about is to develop game. He wants to go to school to learn how to play game, like learn how to code game. Do you understand? So I want parents to look at
broaden their mindset,
to make them trained and then lead these children to the right path. Otherwise,
my husband will say,
otherwise. But for me, I'm telling you, like, any guy gives birth, I tell you, say, see, my pikin is a good lawyer, doctor, those ones.
My husband said, if I give birth and my child comes to him and say, oh, daddy, I want to be a doctor, he will use my clothes and
when we have 1,000 persons on that field, we have 1 million persons on that field.
Yes.
I want to learn content. If I want to learn a content creator. Do you understand? If my son walks up to me and say, I want to learn this,
he's making money. That's the trend.
Like, okay, no, content creation is massive. But
every company needs a content creator. Every company currently needs, because it's what pushes you out there to know from
Market Square. Not like you're not even going there to say Market Square, Genesis,
government
government house, the weekend itself. Do you understand?
So actually, I think we should actually direct a message to the parents. Please let them broaden their mind and let their children
broaden your mind.
Please, in our local communities, very please.
Important.
No, actually, there's this personal story I'd love to share. You know that actually, when I finished school, my parents told me to study law, but law was not what I wanted to study. I wanted to study photography. I wanted to be a photographer. Ever since then, they say that it's not law that do not send me to school. So
you didn't want my profession?
Do you understand? It's not like I know the profession. I just feel like this is a very competitive course.
Sharp.
Do you understand? It's a very competitive course. So it's not like everybody that is going to want to go and study law. And even if you finish from law school, where are the places that the people are going to fix you in there? Do you understand? There are no places that they are going to fix you in there. How many lawyers? I know people out there that have actually studied law. And I have a friend that he has finished law. What is he doing now? He's doing coding. He's developing softwares like this now. Do you understand? But this is not what he wanted to study. This is what this person wants to study this particular field. Do you understand? But his parents are not limiting him to studying one thing because they have this.
Parents is another big factor we're having in our community.
That was what I said.
Have to revolve to current life. To what life has given to them.
And then the thing is that another thing these our parents they do that I don't like is now in Nigeria now you cannot send your child or your son or your daughter to school and then allow the person to go to school alone. You're killing the person's future. Some person will be like, I want you to read, I don't want you to do this, I want you to concentrate on your book. Come on, in today's world, things has changed.
You need to
hustle while you're going to school. So when you're there with school, in your hustle level, you would have been here, all like starting from here. See, I have a story of someone that went to youth service and coming back from youth service, that is where he started staying in one room. I'm like, where were you when you were going? See, I was just they read my book. What the fuck? Which can be my parents want to make they read my book? What kind of nonsense is that? Which should be what you want? Which should be parents? So now then they pay my school fees. I say, what kind of? So you know if you also pay your school fees. I know things are hard.
That person, you know, I go take you.
Do you understand? This kind of person because you are not prepared for the future. You will not come and say, I'm taking my job when
while you are actually here. The future is actually here.
Do you understand?
The future is now.
While you're going to school, you never prepared for your future. Like me, I studied computer science. I'm a journalist right now. I'm a podcaster right now. Do you understand? Giving you the gist back to
yes. I'm a lawyer.
Do you understand? But because while I was going to school, I was bustling and hustling, trying to make sure that
trends.
I look and say, oh, more computer science, and everything I even learn for computer science. I can actually be a content creator. I can actually do my journalism thing. I can actually just do my thing.
If I see this topic, we need to come back to it, but not as AI, but as career paths that parents need to open their minds to.
Parents,
We
something
need
we
to
talk about
it because it's a deep issue. A lot of persons till now,
especially these rich parents too, they limit their children. This rich, wealthy, they're forgetting that their wealth is not in third generation level. You know, wealth has phases. It has a phase where you like your family, like your children, you can make them feel comfortable with what you have. But just know that your own cannot pass to your children.
That's true.
Children. Normally you feel like, oh, I have money, I have houses, and I can feed my son with that money. But believe me, by the time that's what we call old money. That's where it's relaxed. When it has relaxed to be limited, it will not go around again.
Yes.
We understand that some persons are they're massively rich, but come on, how many of those massively rich persons will we get from Nigeria? You know, we're talking about the Dangotes, the Lulu Bricks, the MLJs. Do you understand? And then that reminds me, today is the birthday of one of our sponsor, MLJ Marie. Happy birthday, Mrs. Special MLJ. Wishing you long life and prosperity from every one of us at Calabari and GCT podcast. Today is her birthday, right? And she's celebrating. And also on this note, she has also asked that we are going to have a special kick for GCT. Happy birthday to you, ma. Happy birthday to you, ma. We celebrate your existence. We love you, and believe me, we will always share the good news that you give to us. Most importantly, the good news that you share to our local communities. We love you. Right, back to our conversation.
I was trying to say that actually we should not see AI as a threat. Instead, I think that we should actually evolve with AI, because see, there are so many fields that we actually need AI's help. Do you understand? Apart from the educational sector, there are also places like coding now. I also write code too, but you don't know. I do coding too. I actually learn programming. I know how to. I know how to hack. So you actually need the help of. You need AI to actually help you to write and to make an adjustment to your code. Do you understand? With the help of AI, you can actually do that.
So it means AI will increase some level of criminality with what he just said. Because if you can now say I am a hacker and maybe there is a place I'm not sure of what to do, I will just go. Especially ChatGPT, for instance, that has a voice note. Please, excuse me, please, what is the code I need to use to change this so I can hack it? AI is giving you all the answers.
I was being told that security, I don't know, there is this security this in website and all of that. They also employ those guys to take charge of their systems. Are you aware? Right? Am I right?
Since we're talking about it, okay, it's going to also give us aid to this podcast. You know that actually ChatGPT, AI itself actually benefits fraudsters. Do you understand? Because it's not all the fraudsters. Most of these fraudsters that you know of, most of these boys, they don't actually go to school. Like most of them are not like completely literate.
They're not literate.
They're not, all of them. Most of them are not academically inclined. So, for example, if you now see the way they used to package this work, how they scam, you yourself be asking yourself, how did they get money from? Do you understand?
Clients. It's AI that talks. It's AI that talks for them now.
Actually,
and it will look as though it's them. So AI, the negativity for me is really bad. It's high.
Is it more than a positivity, please?
Of course not.
Are you sure?
Not. It's not more than positivity.
All right. So
it's not, but just that.
I think everything has negativity and.
But everything has. But the most important thing we're looking at is it more?
Is it more?
Is it more?
Equation.
Is it more?
No. The positivity is higher.
Yes, the positivity actually yes.
It's higher because it opens you to a broader level of information. It allows you to get information. If you want to get the right things, you get it there a lot. But then for the people who want to, of course.
All right. So for Mantos, what's your take-home message?
What kind of message?
On this conversation?
Oh, it's very, very nice. I think it's very insightful for people out there that like want to actually know more about this topic. Like if they actually want to know what we're talking about, I'm sure that we have actually touched literally every angle about AI, the negative like fraud, and actually the other part of being a very, very good system to help us in the educational aspects.
Yes. Okay, and also for me, I want to advise all these our local politicians, especially these wicked and sim people, because in the Warriors, they will come and be doing free skill acquisition for soap making
And they should upgrade.
The world has
upgrade.
Who does that? Who does that?
People to go for training, for software engineering. Sponsor people to go for proper training.
We're looking for jobs that pay.
The PDP, the APC,
all the political parties in Nigeria.
Please, this is we are begging for now. Stop coming to tell us you're doing skill acquisition program for
soap making,
for shoe making,
tie and dye. That's not what the world is anymore.
We don't pass that stage.
Sponsor people to go for content training exercise.
Do you understand?
Sponsor people to go for
come and pay us.
We'll
teach them. Come and pay Calabarity. Come and pay GCT. We'll teach all these are local youth people in Falga. People in Obiakpo, people in how many local government does Calabari have? 3, right? Which name them, please?
Akukutoro,
do you understand? All right. So finally, Mommy Gelba, what's your take-home message, please?
My take is, artificial intelligence is here to stay, and it's high time both Jay-Z, Millennials, Gen Alpha, however it's called,
Generation Z,
everybody run the race to meet up with it, because it will not only take our jobs, at some point it will take our children away from us, because parenting at the point they'll be comfortable asking then artificial intelligence, what does it mean for me to see my period at this time? Having that conversation with your parents becomes a problem, so we need to up our games.
All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to today's we have come to the end of we have come to today's we have come to the end of today's exciting episode of the biggest podcast show in the city of Oracle.
And I'm very excited to be here today.
Season 2, up and rolling. This is the number 1 episode of the season.
Watch out for episode 2.
All right. So I still want to say thank you all to our listeners, thank you all to our fans, thank you all for those persons. Those are haters, you understand?
Yes. The haters, you help us go far.
Please say they don't stop. They're not blah blah. Right? We're here. Believe me, we'll keep pumping out more so that you hate us more. You get. And believe me, and to our lovers, take it. Believe me, we love you and we keep dropping exciting episodes. But please, if you're a parent, if you are, and maybe like you say you get belle, you get just the prepare say you're picking now, we go do doctor, lawyer, please. So
but it's good though, please. You can study law, you can study medicine, you can study
but please, but be open
to adding all that specialties.
Most importantly, our Uniport girls, Uniport boys, Ignatius.
So the Pokemon is coming in hard.
Please, as you're going to school, please hustle. So that when you're back from school, you'll not come and submit CV and be like, no work experience.
ChatGPT has taken them. I'm taking over my job.
No work experience. Listen, why will you be in your life and now when you don't finish 9 want to work experience? Please and please and please. Thank you all. Bye-bye. See you same time. Wednesdays, 5 p.m. West African time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Hookup is not a skill acquisition.
Thank you.
Hookup is not a skill acquisition. Thank you.